Good afternoon, everyone. This is Alashola Omio Yara Obatala Agbaye. Thanks for joining me for this video. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about out of body near-death experience, and then I believe for me, I'm going to be citing my own examples. Just one example I had actually, but I've actually, I've met people that seems to have had not exact experience, but something similar to that, and so therefore today, that's what we're going to be talking about. Let me first of all try to break that down. Now, I mean, the experience we're talking about is sort of like an out of body experience. It's called OBE. It's an experience in which a person, it could be you or maybe me, seem to perceive the world, that is, see the world from a location outside their own physical body. Hello, my beautiful people. Lovely to see you, beautiful, beautiful people. Thanks so much that you can join me. No, I was meant to come on Thursday. I couldn't. It was my Shilalu's anniversary, and just said chill out. And so I thought, look, I'll still come out today, and we can still chat about it. So what we're actually talking here, like I said earlier on, I'm going to tell you my own examples. Because when you talk of topics like this, I mean, majority of people, they would probably say, oh, that's not real, because whatever the science has not been able to prove, to lay down, some people seems to perceive it as if, it's not there. But I know that majority of you, my lovely people, especially when, you're conscious, I believe most of, almost all of us are conscious, sort of awakened kind of being. And so therefore, what I'm talking about today is not going to be entirely a strange subject to you guys, So I would cite my own examples. But before I do that, I think from what the scientists or more, I don't know, people seems to, the cause of this, a lot of things could brought it on. Some people will say maybe if someone have like a brain trauma, then stuff like that can happen. Some people, they might think is that when you are dehydrated or unwell, that it might happen. Some people, just I mean, a lot of other reasons why they felt that this sort of experience happens. Now, what I'm talking here is different from astral projection. That is when you go on the astral travel. That's not what, that's going to be topic for another day, guys. Today, I'm talking about out of body near-death experience, which happened to me. I would cite my own example. And then, so 1 minute, guys, let me just, so this experience happened to me. I believe I must have been 19-year-old. I was unwell. I remember my mom, back in Nigeria, in Africa. I went home. I went on. I think it was Christmas time coming, and so obviously, I mean, back in the days, I always go back home all the time, because I was so young. I miss my family a lot, and I couldn't bear it. Or mommy will come, So anyway, it was one of these trips. I went home, and I believe I caught malaria somehow, young, just, chilling out, no. Anyway, I ended up in the hospital. My mom was there. My dad was there. My stepdad, he's my dad, actually, so he doesn't like me calling him my stepdad. He's probably going to be angry. He passed on now, so he was there. I believe they took me to this hospital, and then it was a private hospital as well. So I believe I was, I started to get unconscious, so at that point, I remember when we got to the hospital, I even when I was getting out from the car, I was a bit tired, I was a bit weak, feverish and everything, you know. So, I mean, knowing my mom, my mother, she's trying to be panicking, Shade, and so anyway, I remember when, by the time we get into the main reception, where I think I must have started to get unconscious. What I then remember was that I was in this room, was like a theater, like where I think where they have the surgery or whatever, So what I remembered happened was I was lying down like this. It was as if like somebody's lying like that, and then all of a sudden I saw me. I got up from my body here. Here I got up, and I stood up beside my body. I remember vividly. I will never forget that experience for all the days of my life. I so I saw myself get up from my body. I stood, beside my body. While I was standing there, I saw doctors on both sides. They were standing, I don't know what they were doing on me. Maybe they were trying to resort, I don't know. And then what then happened was, I remember, I looked at my fingers like this, like what's going on. I remember vividly. I remember I had like a ring here. I was not married. I was, just young, but just fashion ring and the bracelet and wristwatch. I remember I was inspecting my hand. Is it the same me standing here? I've still got my wristwatches. So it was, I was standing beside my body. I looked at myself properly. I wanted to be sure that what I'm looking at is actually, it was me. It wasn't that, I'm even in life, I'm the kind of person that I always like to get my facts right. I don't like assumption. I don't like maybe or rumor. I always love my fact, so I remember I was looking at myself, this is me, Shade, but I saw, but everything happened so fast anyway. Then what then happened was that I just saw this tunnel. So immediately I saw myself, look at my hand and my wristwatch. Then another thing, I just saw myself in this tunnel. It was like fast. Then all of a sudden I saw the light. I saw a light. Then another thing I saw was, like when you go to car manufacturer, the factories, they will have, like, say you go to a Mercedes-Benz manufacturer, where the factory itself, they will have all different parts of different models of cars, or, on the floor. It's only when they have orders. Hi, Shagun. Hi, sweetie. Sorry I was late. Sugar. I'm here now. Sorry. Anyways, I was saying I don't want to lose focus on what I was saying. So the same thing was like that in that dream. It wasn't dream. That experience, I saw, like a human being parts. It was crazy, but that was the honest truth. That was what happened to me. I saw, tie like a leg. It was like it went in million vroom. I saw like hand that was in million vroom. Everything, and I was looking. Everything was, so fast. The tunnel, when I was going down the tunnel, the speed was like, I don't know if you I don't know what sort of bridge I could give example. It's like a tunnel like this, and the speed was like a shuttle, and so everything happened so fast, and then maybe about 2-3 minutes, I don't know, and then all of a sudden I saw myself back on the table, and then the doctors were still there, just exactly what I first of all saw when I got up from my body and I stood beside me. So the doctor that I saw and the nurses, they were still standing there. So when I opened my eye, I opened my eyes, and then I saw that I looked. The first thing I did, I remember, I raised up my this hand. I wanted to look that is that the wristwatch I saw, the ring I saw, was it the same thing? And I looked like this, and it was the same thing. So I just wanted to be sure. Anyway, what then happened after that, was just a normal thing. The doctor said, "Oh, Shade, you nearly scared us there, blah, blah, blah." My mom, she was in the corridor area. She didn't know what had happened, in that room where they were doing CPR, So she didn't know. She, it was she was a female doctor, And she said, oh, Sade, you scare us there, blah, blah, blah. Come on, you can't be doing this. And anyway, I got up and then they later gave me drips and everything. I got well. And, you know, for me, it was a defining moment in my life, you know, because prior to that, my spiritual gift, or, you know, my psychic ability that I, I didn't see as anything, to be honest with you guys. I just thought, you know, I mean, from very young age, from, you know, as far as I could remember, from when I was 6 years old, you know, I will hear things, I will see, before somebody talk, I will know what they want to talk about. And what then happened, it was that it's only with my grandma that I feel comfortable, you know, because she doesn't treat me as any different from our grandkids, you know. But you know, I'll see other people, I see the way they force around me. Also, when you are 6, 7, and they're talking to you like an adult, you know, you will not feel comfortable because you are only a child. You know, I want them to be like my other cousins. You know, so when we go to the village for Christmas, you know, the whole house is always packed. You know, and then, but when it comes to they want to talk to me, I will see that, you know, body language change sort of. You know, so when you grow up like this, you, even when you see something, you started to be careful. You don't want to say it because already you think they are not treating me the way they are treating other people. For a young child, it wasn't something of a good thing. It was because I just wanted to be normal. I wanted to be like my other, you know, my other cousins. You know, that they talk to them anyhow. Come here, can you know, why are you doing that? They'll scold them when they have done wrong. When I do something wrong, they don't scold me. They'll talk to me like they're talking to a 60-year-old that, say, oh, Sade, you should not have done that. You should know better than that. I'm like, what is this? There's sometimes I even play up. Just I wanted them to say something. They won't. But my grandma, you know, she, you know, blessed memory, she made me feel comfortable. She actually encouraged me. And then sometimes when I see dream something, I will not tell you. It's only her that I will tell, you know. And she will say, blah, 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 blah. When you see this, that, you know, she didn't make me feel strange, you know, as a child, you know. So when you know, most of my videos, I will cite experience because we may have children. My awuru, my dreadlocks is got, you know, a lot of my spiritual gift. You know, he would dream, he will see, you know, he's so spot on. You know, I'm not saying this so that when we have kids or we have grandchildren, or even if start to, you know, happen in us, maybe your third eye suddenly open and you have this ability, you don't feel strange about it. Try and encourage them. Nothing, it's not a bad thing, you know. You don't make them feel weird, you know. Now I can say to you, it's a gift. Then it wasn't, you know, because you know, for a child, you want it just to be normal. You don't want anyone to treat you. You want to run around just like everyone else. I mean, 6, 7-year-old, you know what? But it's just that room when somebody, I remember there was my mom's auntie, and then this also affected the way that I don't even want to tell people anymore. That back then, I saw a great auntie. She passed on. I saw her. She passed on. I think I had a dream. She passed on and we're walking away. And then when I woke up, I said to my mom, I said, Auntie Comfort, Mommy, Auntie Comfort, she's died. She's dead. My mom said, Shade, can you say that? I said, but she's dead. You know, so she said, don't say that. I didn't hear you started. Don't. Anyway, that afternoon, they came and told her that woman had passed. You know, so, and then my mom called me after that. I said, if you see something like that again, don't tell anybody. Just come and tell me. Don't tell outside people. Just come and tell me. You know, that time I already moved because, I mean, my grandma was in the village. And then, you know, she's a senior Olori. And so, but I was living in Lagos with my mom and my dad. You know, Lagos is a big town. You know, so that was when my mom said to me, Shade, if you see anything like that again, just come and tell me. Don't say to nobody. I said, okay, mommy. You know, so, I mean, from there, you started to feel, for me, then it wasn't a gift. You know, because I don't need it. I just wanted to be normal. I just wanted to be like my friends. I don't want to have to be the one that will see something, I'll see that will not, I just want, just want to be normal, So that's my my own experience, 1 minute back. So I mean, what experience that we have today, other people want to believe it or not, we are spiritual being. We have our physical body. That's not denying that. you know so if for people that are already awakened, about astral projection, traveling and stuff like that, more to the universe than what we're seeing with our physical eye. There's much more than that. As a matter of fact, what we cannot see is much more than what we can see. So for people that are not awake, if you're saying this, they first say, oh my God, she's losing it somehow. Well, it's not so, that's just a fact, So I mean, like, I'm a traditionalist. I am Onisheshi, I mean, I don't have anything to get Christian or Muslim. Come on now, Hindus, I think you guys are fantastic, That's just not my path, My path is the traditional way, the old ways, from my ancestors way back, that's where the path, that's my chosen path, And so even in this path, you will see people that are meant to be knowledgeable. You will see some of the stuff they'll be doing something. I'll tell you another experience. Recently, about a few months ago, a male, come on, if you're watching me and you're my friend, I'm not dissing you or anything. He came on to me and said, oh, yeah, we used normally just chat before. He said, oh, yeah, oh, I like you. I was thinking this guy could call me, he's a big man as well. And I was thinking, I'm not stupid. What does he want? Anyway, one day he said to me, oh, I just like you. I want us to be da 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 da. I'm like, after I have finished, I said to him that, come on, you of all people, if even people outside are saying that, you shouldn't like come and confront me with that. That my spiritual part, my position don't allow me to do that. And he said to me, listen to this. This is I think this is a crucial point. And he said to me that, oh, yeah, I'm just saying that because I don't want to go out with him. That his abiyes, he's got his own abiyes as well. He said his abiyes, they have boyfriend. In fact, some of them change boyfriend every year. I let him finish. And I said to him that, look, everybody's, even if it's abiye, I am not abiye. I am not abiye. Yeah, I am my oldest grandma. So even if I am abiye, I'm sure, our spiritual part is different in so many ways. It's like saying doctors. When you say doctors, that doesn't mean they all perform the same, they have the same functions. If you say a doctor, we have pathologists that take care of remains after we passed on. We have pediatricians that take care of infants, and they, young up to they're around 16 or something. We have gynecologists. They are in charge of, I think, our reproductive system. So therefore, if you say doctor, then you want to know which area are we talking about. You see, because everybody's duty is different. You see, so I said to him that, look, your own abiyes, they may be changing husband like this and that or boyfriend. I don't do that. My position do not allow me to do that. And I said, well, if you want to come and force yourself on me, if you have one shag and you find yourself on the other side, don't blame me for it. Anyway, law, anyway, law, you're gonna have first class ticket to the other side. And that's a fact, So sometimes when you are the only one that knows your spiritual journey, you are the only one. To cut long story short, is no one can define your journey for you. No one can, what you see, what you know, Sometimes I walk into a room and I see 4 or 5 people, I can see everything about, who are you going to be telling? I just keep quiet and I stay chill. And I'm not the only one. There are a lot of other people that are gifted like that as well, even much more. You see, so in that sense, I can't. It's only when you see that they feel, oh, why can't you do that? That's just me. That's my call. For the rest of my life, no husband, no boyfriend. No, it's not because I've been arrogant. No. I just, I can't. I'm not allowed that. That's part of my life. Not in this lifetime anymore. I don't know about another lifetime, but this one that I'm this journey, never. You see, so when you it's only you. And I know the reason why. The universe know the reason why. And when you know Choronga, they know the reason why. They've told me this millions of times. No matter anybody come to you, that is not your journey. No. You know, if you have a motion, the one a friend of mine that you want to go out, I'll probably talk to the person. I'll be what do you call it? To organize dating, but not me. It's not being disrespectful. It's not being rude. But I'm not gonna. This is for my own journey, and I'm not the only one. If you look at the monks, there's some Indians that they are monks. They totally abstain from all of that sort of activity. It's so that they know the reason why they're doing that. You see, so the same thing with it's this example of a journey that I experienced that I'm telling you. Some people they'll say, oh, they don't believe that, but I'm telling you, it's a big word out there. It happened to me, and so therefore I know it's a fact. I told you I was about 19, 18, just around that, but I can never forget. Even as I'm telling you now, it's so vivid. In my memory, I can recount step by step what I saw, you see. And so many other stuff like that. So, this video, I thought I would come out today and I just share it, And if anyone has got anything similar, please, guys, you can inbox or you can add to the comment, just creating awareness, our spiritual being is something for us to celebrate. It's not weird. As a matter of fact, if you're a being and you've never experienced, whatever, then you should start to, find out what's going on, I mean, that's just my own, my take on that, I'm not imposing that on anyone. You certainly don't have to believe what I'm saying. You don't even have to listen to this video if you don't want to. But I'm just trying to, share an experience and what I saw, you see, and so that if something similar like that's happened to you, that you're not weird, you're not strange, you're not the only one. It's just it's the universe way of if you've got the gift of seeing when somebody passed, you're probably going to be the first one that they will reach. I remember when my mother passed away, the third day, I was the first person she came out to. So it's whoever that's got that gift that can see, you have easy access to the other realm, then you are the first person that would have that experience, And, so I mean, for me personally, like I said to you earlier on, before that experience, the out of body, everything I was seeing, I didn't use. In fact, I just prayed that it would just go away. But after that experience, I started to pay more attention to my spiritual life, my dreams, my intuition, my gut feeling, whatever you want to call it, and then from that time, I just started to grow more, I grew, and then, until now, it's razor sharp, So that's what we're going to be talking today, my lovely people. And I believe you guys have, had a wonderful weekend, and I hope we all have a blessed, week ahead of us. As you guys are aware that I'm a spiritualist, I'm into herbs and what have you. If there's any issue that's going on that you're not, sure about, you want a clarification on a sort of a divination, you're at a crossroad, give us a shout. We have Ifapele, we have Erin Dilogun. Like I said to you, tarot reading. I'm not doing that now until January, simply because Christmas is coming and I've got quite a lot of stuff that I'm doing at the moment, So we're just going to be doing two divination for now to January, which we have Erin Dilogun, that's favorite of Aure Yosh, So that's my mother. We have Ifapele, Ifa never lies, So we've got that. And, also, if you're having some marital problems, marriage on the rock, stuff seems to be happening, you don't know what's going on, give us a shout. There's a way, we go about these things. And then, if you have a business, stuff just seems to be stagnant. Maybe you've been out of a job, or probably you've been at the same job for the past 10, 15 years. No promotion, nothing. Everyone seems to be moving ahead, but for whatever reason, you've just been, like in one spot, come on now. Give us a shout, and, we will resolve it together, and so many other, whatever it is, the universe has been wonderful, wonderful to us. All this living consciousness, that are around us. Talking about herbs, they're beautiful, and they're very, very effective, accurate. I don't know, if I don't have a bath in 2 days, I don't know how I will feel. I'm used to having my herbal bath almost like every other day. I will have a bath. I've got my stones. I've got over 2,000 different crystal stones that I work with. They're wonderful. They're beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So that's all we're gonna be talking about, my lovely people. Like I said, it's wonderful having you here. Each and every time that I come out either on Nalashola or on Nalashola Spiritual, and I see you, lovely, wonderful people. It's always the best time for me. So I love you. I love you. I love you guys. I will see you on Thursday. Bye.